Good afternoon, traders. This is AJ Trader 7 of Awesomecallstrading.com. I want to welcome you to our amazing room. Today, I have to say, I don't use the word choppy too often, but today it was definitely a chop fest. And you had to be really sharp, very sharp on your entries and exits. You had to follow SPY, which we were doing. Um, and sometimes I think Netflix kind of bit me a little bit, but we were able to make it up on Shop and Tree, and we had some really nice trades today. And Tesla was on my mind today, and the nice ideas that we presented, and I also I love playing Boeing. I have to tell you in this webinar, what I do in the room is I'll put up SPY and these moves that you see here and here, I catch these and I trade Boeing throughout the day in the room. And what I do, and I usually trade with 500 shares, 600 shares. And um, so what I'll do is, and why I like it, is I'll put up SPY. And when SPY's starting to make a move, I get a little bit of confirmation. I wait a little bit. And once I get this big push, that's when I start scaling in long. And those will give me those pops. So this pop here, usually I'll go in on the second candle right here, right there, and then I'll take Boeing right about here. Usually I get about, let's say, a fill of 317.62, and then I'll wait. I'll time it, and as I'm doing my 500 shares or 600 shares, depending what I'm going for, I'll wait and I'll give it just a moment, and I'll do a market order, and then I get that push and I sell into that market order. So a lot of times I end up with about 60 cents, 48 cents, 82 cents, whatever it gives me, I take it. Because when you're playing with 600 shares, I do that 2 or 3 times, and I played Boeing 3 times already on this one. I think the lowest I've scored was maybe 32 cents. So, and I do that because if the market isn't giving me a sense of direction, but I can, and it's in that choppy mode, I definitely will love to play Boeing alongside it because Boeing really, along with Netflix, Boeing better because it coincides really with SPY. If you look at the chart patterns, they're just identical. You see, but when you put up Netflix, it's not as much as identical. So it looks good, but Netflix will tend to. Here, I'll show you. That pattern's a little bit different. See how the difference is? You can't overlap them, but when I put up Boeing, it's like it's an identical pattern, and that's what I like to play. And you can see they're identical, and they just follow SPY. So it's an easy read for me, and usually for me in the room, I can see SPY. Um, when it pops, it usually gives me about a 10-second window to get in, and I can play Boeing, and I nail it. If I get a big slippage and I get a pull like here, then like a topping, before it sinks, I'll either get out of the trade and I'll start trying to short the stock. And it's a really easy fill. But on short side, I usually try to do 250 to 300 shares, just in case I get these little pops. These little pops kind of are a pain in the ass. But for the most part, I like to play the long side alongside Boeing. It's kind of like one of my favorites. But I want to show you some trades that we did today. I usually show you about 7 of them. I want to share them with you. These were my pre-market notes before the market even opened. And alongside the great mods in here, we really did a really wonderful job. Okay, this morning, Tesla opened up on pre-market notes. We played on our list BTI, Alpha, Abil, Roku, Wing, Place, Tree, Netflix, Boeing, Tesla, OPK, Shop, and of course VT from the great Raphael. I'll show you that one in a little bit. The first one I want to go over is Tesla. Now, Tesla added Larry Ellison to the board. Okay, now, if you know anything about Tesla, that is huge, huge news. And it gives actually credibility to Tesla. I know you're probably thinking, what? Okay, it's really positive news for the stock, and the stock will react in a positive way. So this morning, the stock popped all the way from 316, yesterday's close, to 325, actually 335. I was really impressed with that. But what I needed the stock to do was come down to about the 320 area and under, and then I told everyone in the room to start going long the stock. So 320 and under, and then go long. And the stock would probably most likely, I was looking for was a full rebound back to 335. I'm sorry, as I'm talking to you, SPY's moving along with Boeing, and so I'm losing that trade. I did that yesterday, but then I made a trade too in the middle. So anyway, here's the Tesla call. Pop, short this. If it's going to slow down, I want it to come down to 320. And then I want to go long. I want to start getting in there, and I want to take it right back and fill that back to 335. And that was the call today. So 320, long, take 200 shares, 100 shares, 50 shares, 25 shares, whatever you can afford, and go long. So if you look at 320, here's 320, and under, that's 319, and then long. And that's how you make 15 points in the room. And you see how it's edging up to 335? This will be above 335 before the close. And that's how you make 15 points. You can buy 335 calls, weekly outs, whatever you need to do. It's not a big deal. But this is what we do here. Okay. Another trade that we did today, so I'm going to write that down, was Raphael's VTVT. Now this one, he picked this up this morning. Raphael's a great small cap and bio trader, and he is wonderful. He's a great. He picks these things up in the morning. And this morning he saw volume coming in around this 140, 150 range, 170 in the pop. When it curled around, he announced the room long 140, 150, and we put it on screen. And just like a nice paycheck, it ran all the way up to 350, and live in the room. It was a really nice play. Every day, it's either him or B Trades, or one of these great traders always tends to give us. I can't believe Boeing is just flying, and I'm not in the trade. Oh, AJ, it's okay. When I do these webinars, sometimes wow. If you look at Boeing right now, you see it. This is exactly what I was talking about. You see that pop? Those pops are so important. 40, 50, 60 cents. They add up. Anyway, so VTVT was a really great winner in the room. It went all the way from $1.40, 150 to 350 for a $2 return. So you didn't need much. If you had 500 shares, you could have made $500 in the room. Or if you held it a little bit longer, you could have made $1,000 for a 2-point return when it hit 280. Actually, 500, 140, 280 would give you $500, right? 500 is basically you would only needed less than $1,000 buying power to buy the stock if you had a cash account. So you would have doubled your money in your cash account. So anyway, the stock is slowing down and should just head back right down to 160. There was no reason for it to be up other than what we looked and liked in the stock. Okay, the next stock that we saw on our charts was a stock called Roku. I love playing Roku when the market is volatile. And Roku, I kind of made this clear that I wanted the stock to go to around 31.50 at the open, and then I wanted to short the stock and just take it all the way back down. I believe I was trying to get 28.50, anything in the 28s. It was a good winner for a lot of people in the room, and I'll show you. Roku was number right there, 31.50, and I wanted to go to 28. It ended up going to $29.50. So if you took the trade, you really did really good on that stock. And it actually came all the way down to $29.55. Really nice trade. Okay, you know what? I am tired of looking at this. I think I need to make a trade. See Boeing? Okay, excuse me. I'm trying to see if I'm chasing now. This is the only thing I don't like. So I'm going to get my hand on the trigger. And the market's 196 on the upside. And there we go. We're going to get a quick pop here. So I'm going to execute right there. Okay. And then I'm going to sell into that pop. And I see SPY moving up in my corner. And there goes the ship pop right here. There it goes. It's moving. See it? So I will sell right into there. It goes. Okay, so I'm going to sell right there. Okay. Okay, you hear it? So I bought live in the room 500 shares, 328.6, and I just sold. I'll tell you what I just sold out. Hold on. And order status, order status, order status. And I just sold at 321.12. Okay? 321.12. And it's moving higher. But you know what? I just wanted to make a trade. I got tired of it's there it is, 321.12. I sold it at 321.1216. So that's this is what I do when I'm looking for trades and make a quick 100, 50, 80, 200, 300, $400. I love doing this. You just put SPY on the corner, watch in the corner of your eye, watch the pop. It's a delay. Did you see how it was delayed live? You see how I watched it pop, but it didn't move yet? That's why it gave me time to get in. And then when it popped, all I did was I was flipping it as soon as it made the move, and I got paid. It's that simple. So if you take 320.86 and sell it 321.12, that's 20 cents, give or take. And add that, multiply that by 500 shares, you're in and out. You see? Anyway, okay. So now I can concentrate back since I nailed it again. All right. Let's move into the next trade. Oh, we talked about Roku, and the next one that we were doing was Shop. This one, we really love playing this ever since that offering of 154 and the stock came all the way down to 120. This bottom at 120 is set in stone, I have to tell you. This 118, 120, these are buying. This is just curling back up, and it's going to end up in the 150s, 145s if the market continues to get up there. It's a really nice trade, very trade friendly. I tend to trade Shop with 1,000 shares, and I nailed it. I'll tell you my entries and exits. I'll come down. Where is it? Where I started with Shop. Um, I did 1,000 shares, 132.90, sold at 133 37. I did it again, 1,000 shares, 132.3491, sold 1,000 shares, 132.8747. So, each time it's, giving me 40, 50 cents, and it just kind of adds up, and that's what I look for. Really a nice trade for me. So, and I do market orders on something like that. So, but with Shop today, I really wanted the stock to come down and set up for us for a nice play today. And so Shop was our pick down here, and I wanted the stock to hit down to the 130 area. So I didn't care what it popped to in the open or what it pre-market up to. All I cared about was getting 130, and as soon as it hit 130, I just wanted you to go long. Don't argue, don't fight me, just click, 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 and go long. So I wanted you to see this one. Okay, you ready? And here's Shop, and here's Shop, and here we go. And ding, 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 ding. And instead of popping, it pulled, and guess what? 130. Go long. Your risk is 50 cents to $1, and you play it, and guess what? You get 135. That's how you make 5 points in the room. And that's Shop. Okay. Again, a reason for trading it, right? An entry and an exit. I don't care if you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. It's up to you. My job is to give you the entry and tell you where to go. And you could see it bottomed around here perfectly on the 130. The next one I had was Tree. Now this morning, I don't trade Tree maybe 5 times a year, 6 times tops. Today had a nice upgrade on the stock today. And so what I looked for was I told everyone in the room, start taking some short at 225, have room to add at the open, because Tree is a very thin stock, and you have to give it wide range. There's no ands, ifs, or buts. You have to give it range. And I'm talking 3, 4, 5 points. You cannot go in Tree, and you cannot size in Tree because it's so thin. You can actually set limit orders. If you do the market orders, you need to be aware because the spreads are at least a point, 80 cents to a point or more. And so it's really imperative that when you trade a stock like Tree that you understand the movement of the stock. Now, the stock was going to come down. There was no question I was going to gap fill this. And the gap was about right here, this 220 level. So it was automatic for me to tell you, you're going to make 5 points on the short. Whatever you get in, if it's 225, 226, 227, 228, you will come down to 220 or under. There is no question. Then you will curl and go back up. So I want you to see how that worked out. And this was the notes this morning on Tree. Tree is right here. Short 225, room to 228. So that would give you an average of about 226.50, 227. And I told you the stock will go down to 222 and under, and you wait for it to get that bottom curl. Until then, you cannot go long. You need confirmation on that. All right? But the most important thing was for me to nail you the short so you can make your quick money. If you did 100 shares, 22,000 buying power, let's ask, okay, we're getting a push again on SPY. So, I I think I'm going to take it again. Wow. Okay. We're getting a shove on SPY through 200. Okay. Excuse me. So anyway, Tree came from 220, 225 to 213 for 10, 12 points. Okay. So there's Tree. I think I have to take a trade real quick. Hold on. You see a SPY just pushed to 200 levels? See that push right there? And here's Boeing again. See how Boeing? Okay. It's choppy. Okay, but here's the push right there. See, now watch the move. I want to show you. I won't take the initial trade, but watch. There's the pop. Now watch. Count how many seconds. Okay. It had a 2-3 second delay right there. Now, if this pushes more, you'll just watch. Just hold for a second and then go boom. Let's see if it does it live. Okay, now watch SPY. SPY. Trying to get this push right here. If it goes, you can count in seconds, and you have about an 8 to 9 second delay, and then you run it, and that's what I look for. I get a push, and then I get the delay. I come over here, and then you get this spike. Here comes SPY right here. Getting ready to pop. So this is a good, if it pops right here in this area, gets above 251, oh my God, you're going to see this at 321.40 in a heartbeat. It'll just go, it'll look like this. Anyway, let me try to finish the web. I'm going to keep an eye on it. Yeah. Just watch if it gets 250.80. All right, the next one we did was, what is it? So Tree was a good one. Tesla was great. And oh, by the way, as I was telling you, Tesla would go higher. You see it? See how it filled the gap? And that's what we called. So that is exactly how you go long. You don't have to do anything for the rest of the day. 100 shares, and you make 1,500 for the day. It's that simple. Only because you have to know, why is the stock in play? Why are we even playing it? What's the reason for the movement? Where will it go? Okay? And that's what I do. I give you reasons. Okay, let me go back to SPY. Oh, there it is. You see it? You see the pop? You see the delay? Remember I said go long right here? Watch it pop, 251, and then you'll see a high of the day. See the delay? There it goes. So you see how it just moved? Now watch the delay. It's giving you time to get in, and it should just go real quick. Hold on. Look at SPY. Try to hit 251. And then Boeing will make a push. There it goes. You see? You see? You see? Right? And it should, if it gets, it should take out that high of the day in the middle of the webinar. I'll let you know if it does. But if SPY continues to 251, this will take out. See the flag right here? It's this, take out high of the day. So I'll come back to it if it takes out high of the day. All right? But you see how SPY's moving up? And Boeing you took here? That's 320.74. Uh-oh. Here we go again. See SPY? Pop. Now watch Boeing. There it goes. And now if you had bought at 320.60, guess what? You're up. Now 320.10. You'll sell right into a market order. 320.20. Here it comes. You see it? That right there? Look at that money. That's money. That's money. Let's SPY edge up a little bit. There it goes. Watch. I'm going to take out high of the day out here on Boeing. Watch. Boom. This is what I live for. Play these. Right? Almost 251 on SPY. And then you just come over here. You wait for that pop. If it takes out that high, here's another flag there. Beautiful. Ooh, we're getting close. Okay, so just right here at 320.75. Okay. 320.10. Moving up to 251. See it? Now watch the high of the day. This is money. Pure money. There you go. You just took out high of the day. Watch the high of the day take out. See it? This is how you can make 40 to 50 cents. There's the 251 on SPY. So you played this little play here from here to here. And you get out. You don't need to play it. You're done. In, out. So when you hear me go click, 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 this is what I'm playing. I just watch SPY. Here it comes. Here comes high of the day. Boom. Have a nice day. Okay, you see it? Okay, so that trade right there is 60 cents. Just keep SPY in the corner of your eye. If you don't have big money, you could still play 100 shares for 30,000, right? And still make 80 cents or 80 bucks. Pay for groceries. If you have 200 shares, 60,000 buying power, you could make 80 cents, $140, $160. You just have to keep an eye on what the market is doing and get a feel what stocks move with that. You want to see what else is moving? Netflix. You see that? See how Netflix broke out through the high? Because SPY was running. So you could pick up Netflix too and make 80 cents, a dollar, $2. And you know what else runs with SPY? Shop. As that's running, you could have played Shop. 600 shares, 700 shares, and cleared at least 20, 30, 40 cents. Anyway. Oh, it is so much fun when you understand the market and the market becomes just like a piggy bank. Because that's all this is. To me, the stock market is just an ATM machine. Okay? I just make withdrawals. It's like I put in my card. It's called the AJ card, and I just like click, click, and I punch the buttons, and I withdraw some cash. That's exactly what I do. That's how I look at the market every day I come to work. And that's what I try to teach in the room. No fear. Trade it. Another stock we played today was a bill. This was just really stupid. We have a lot of short sellers in the room, and again, I love to give them small cap plays where you could add 10, 15, 20,000 shares, 30,000 shares, 8,000 shares, 10,000 shares, 6,000 shares. All I care about is giving you direction of the stock. And so what I told everyone in the room this morning was I saw it gapping up. So I made a decision. I made it our number, I think our number 2 pick. Pop at the open towards 3, scale in short, take it back down to $2 and under. See it? All right. This will fade back to 2 and under. It's so simple for me to read this stuff. I know other rooms, they'll do videos, they'll talk about how great they are, they'll talk about, the interest in it and all the float, and they'll just get into all these. Look, I'm just raw. I look at it, there's no significant PR, let it pop, and then fade it. My short sellers come in, we're not into videos and DVDs and let me teach you what else I can sell you. No, this is just simplistic. A bill, pop at the open towards 3, scale in short, take it to $2. I mean, how is that really that hard? I mean, and it hit almost 278. So you went short 270, and guess what? There's $2 and heading lower, filling the gap. So you took 5,000 shares, you make 50 cents, make 2,500 for the day. I mean, really? Do I have to breathe? All right. I'll give you one more. OPK. I had a lot of new people in the room, so I wanted to give them cheap stocks to play. And OPK was just kind of the SEC settled with them, and I felt this morning the stock would probably run to 350 and then sell off. And that was it. That was the trade. But if you went long at 290 or $3 with 1,000 shares, you made $500. And I put that in writing before the market even opened. And you want to see it? It was probably, I think, I'll show it to you. OPK was, that was one of the first ones I wrote this morning. Stock will pop to 350. Now the stock was sitting at, I think it was sitting at 290. And so I don't just predict, I tell you, no, this stock will pop to 350 on the news and then fade. It's a pop and fade. And there it is. So all you had to do is go long. You didn't even have to argue. Just go long. 290. Da-da-da-da-da-da. 5 minutes later, you're done for the day. $500. How hard was that? And then I'll just recap one last one. AP Alpha. This was just stupid. I said just short the stock back down to 6 and under. There's nothing here. I think this is just a last ploy for, trying to get some volume in the stock. I don't know. I just think it's just show me the buyout. Show me the terms. Look at Tree before I go. Wow, what a play. Jeez. Just heading right back up with the SPY. SPY is 236 level now. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could have got this here down here at 217. Gosh darn it. What a play. I played Tree. Just so you know, I'll tell you my entries and exits here. You ready? This is how I played Tree today. Where's Tree? There's Netflix, Boeing, Square, Shop, VT, Tree. My first one was 217.47, sold at 218.01. I went in again. Market order on Tree. Where are you? Did it twice. Yeah. I did it 216.93. Got out at 217.57. So each time I played it, I would make over 50 cents. Each time I played it. 216.93 to 217.57 I sold. Bought market orders on both. So that's 60 cents on that one. And then Tree, I did 217.47 and 218.01. That's another 54 cents. And that's why I love playing things like this. It's so much fun. And I just do market orders. I don't even do limit orders on them. All right. So that is today's great webinar. I want to thank you for joining us. I believe Monday is a half day because we have New Year's coming. And also, I am long and strong Myrna. I've been adding to my position. I'm currently have an average of $16.76. All right, so I'm down about $2 on the trade. New Year's Eve is a full day. It is? Okay. Dr. T in the room just said it was a full day. I guess I did not know that. Okay. I usually think it's a half day. I thought. Anyway, I want you to be good, be well, be safe. I'm going to continue to trade. Dow's up 240. We should get a little bit more push into close. And I'm going to make a few more dollars in the room. Take care. God bless. And I will see you on Monday morning at 5 o'clock. Take care. Bye-bye.